Another episode of the Ramsey Show Aftershow show, and it is, let's check the notes here, episode 82 today. 82 it is. And as usual, we'll just wait for people to get over from the Ramsey Show chat. And while we're waiting, I will type in my email address. If you have any questions, any concerns, anything about any of my streams on my channel, that's where to go. And let's see. Oh, I forgot to So while we're waiting, we'll just do that tomorrow. What up, Faith? What up, Sid? Sid, I didn't prep any of your stories. Maybe I'll get to them. Any of your submissions there. We'll see. I'll pull them up live later. Otherwise, we'll do them tomorrow. Wait a couple more seconds. Oh, I need to. For a free financial coaching consultation / assessment, you can schedule that on ramseycoach.com / Coach Steve Money. That's right on their site, and it will take you to a calendar where you can schedule that. Alrighty, and lastly, for donations, I know I should probably stop putting this on there because I have this. Not the RamseyCoach.com. What up, AJ? Not the RamseyCoach.com link. Coach, hard to talk and type at the same time. Coach Steve Money for donations. All right. Yeah, I have the donation link and my email address on the webcam frame on this, but I don't on some other streams. So yeah, I have both. I have both on the webcam frame for this. Alrighty, that's enough time here. So let's get going. I do not have a song today because on the way. In my car today on the way to post office and driver's license to get my license, and I don't know that driver's license song that the kids love so much about the girl getting her driver's license, but it's not fun because she's not with her boyfriend anymore, and so she drives by his house or something like that. So I'm not as familiar. It's an alright song, but I'm just not familiar with it. So we'll just do live from Columbus, OH. It's the Ramsey Show After Show. where we talk about the Ramsey Show YouTube chat, and the people in it, and all things financial. I'm your host, Coach Steve Money. I am a certified Ramsey Solutions financial coach, a Ramsey preferred financial coach as well, and you can schedule that free consultation assessment by either emailing your contact info to coachstevemoney@gmail.com and working that out with me directly, or you can go to ramseycoach.com/Coach Steve Money, and you can just put that on a calendar. You can reach me on Instagram and Twitter at Coach Steve Money, no spaces. And if you'd like to donate to the channel so I can make it better, that's paypal.me/Coach Steve Money. What up, Joy? Good to see you. What up, Matty Bags? Matty Bags' channel is the Blackstone Rookie. Check that out. He cooks stuff on his Blackstone grill thing. I don't know exactly what I think it's called, a grill, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, today's Ramsey Show hosts were Dave Ramsey and Ken Coleman. And probably what stood out to me today, there was a debt-free scream from people that actually traveled from Mexico. I don't know if that's the furthest debt-free scheme they have it from. Probably not, but it's cool. Market report. Oh, also, if anybody that wasn't here yesterday, if you guys have any thoughts on Anthony O'Neill not being with Ramsey fully anymore, just doing the table. We talked about it some yesterday. So if you have any thoughts or anything like that you'd like to share, go right ahead. I basically just said he'll always be our boy. We'll always keep it locked. Keep him locked right in here, dog. And of course that's where I got Secure the Bag from, and a couple other things I picked up from him. Fun times. Where was I? Oh yeah, a bonus market report. And today we've got kind of mixed. It is a new record for the Dow Jones Industrial Average and the S&P 500 index. After the I think it says after the Senate passes the $1 trillion infrastructure bill, and of course, I didn't hear anything about the House passing it, so they may be having more trouble. I don't know, but what happens is one of them passes it, and then the other one passes their version of it, and then they get together, and then they combine them, etc., etc. And unfortunately, a lot of times, even the people voting on it do not know exactly what's in it when they vote on it. Alrighty. Nancy Pelosi famously said one time, we have to pass it so you can see what's in it. Let's see. Check on the chat. Joy's glad to have George Camel as a host. And yes, he announced that he used to announce who, like, in advance, who the host would be when he was doing the commercial time segments in between the video back when it was live. And he did it again today in the chat. He said that he would be co-hosting Monday with Dave. Let's see what else we have for this. Let's see, all the most followed on Google. All of these: Apple, Alphabet, which owns Google, Microsoft, Amazon, Facebook, Tesla. All these are tech stocks, and that is part of why the NASDAQ was down 0.5% today. So let's see if anything else. jumps out. AMC down 6%. GameStop down 1%. That's your meme stocks. You're not hearing as much about those anymore. So Europe is all good. Asia's all good. So maybe that sometimes that means good things for the U.S. trading tomorrow. Currencies. If something's down on the dollar, that's great for the dollar. If the dollar is up on something, that's good for the dollar. Good for the dollar. Down for the Canadian dollar, but it was up yesterday. And down on the Australian dollar. And crypto, Bitcoin down. The other one's up. Alright, let's see what we have to talk about here. Stock futures are flat after Dow, S&P closed at all-time highs. And that's just the futures for right now. That could change in the next, before the market opens tomorrow. So you never know. America's small businesses, but that's not their biggest problem. I have not read this, so I want to find out what it is. Let's see. Joy's bouncing. Time for her dinner. Go. Thank her for coming by. I appreciate it, Joy. Shout out if you watch this later. Cost of worker wages. Delta variant hasn't significantly altered the outlook of America's small businesses, but the conditions that the Main Street economy is operating under as it attempts to fully reopen are weighing on business owners across the country. Yeah, it's they got to pay more to do stuff. Their supplies are costing more. They're probably paying employees more. Let's see, half of small business owners, 50%, in case you couldn't do the math for half, say it's gotten harder to find qualified people to hire compared to a year ago, according to the Quarter 3 2021 CNBC Momentive Small Business Survey. Almost 1/3 say they have open roles. I see why they did that, so that they would give you a number for it, because they're giving you a number here for this percentage as well. 1/3, not quite as easy to do the math on that one. That's 33.3%, but this is 31, so they just rounded to say 1/3. Say they have open roles they have not been able to fill for at least 3 months, up from 24% last quarter and 16% in quarter 1 2020. Labor situation has resulted in 41 of small business owners saying they are currently experiencing a rising cost in wages. I guess one reason that would be if you have your current employees working overtime, that's costing you more than paying another person to work those hours, so that it wouldn't be overtime. Let's see, national unemployment rate heading in the right direction. Hypergrowth and hiring rate. Workers taking advantage of the tilt in the balance of power in the labor economy. We're getting people that are signing up to interview and canceling and saying they have 14 interviews, or saying, I have 3 opportunities. Can we talk about hourly wages before I even come in and see you? Yeah, well, when it's a seller's market, that's the way it goes. That's probably about it from this article. Yeah. All right. All right. Next, we have whoops. Don't want to get but come on. Oh, it went over there. Yep, Dow Jones, S&P 500 hit records as Senate passes a 1 trillion infrastructure bill, and this, I believe, said something differently when I first bookmarked that this morning. As you can see, the futures right there. Let's see, stock indexes climbed to record highs. Yeah, I believe the article had a different tilt on it before. It didn't just say that they hit records. All right, well, skip that one. And this is from Reuters. And their little thing here called The Great Reboot. And let's pause that. Pay cut. Google employees who work from home could lose money. Google employees based in the same office before the pandemic could see different changes in pay if they switch to working from home permanently, with long commuters hit harder, according to a company pay calculator seen by Reuters. It is an experiment taking place across Silicon Valley, which often sets trends for other large employers. Facebook and the Twitter also cut pay for remote employees who move to less expensive areas, while smaller companies, including got stuck there, including Reddit and Zillow, have shifted to location-agnostic pay models, citing advantages when it comes to hiring, retention, and diversity. Alphabet Inc.'s Google stands out in offering employees a calculator that allows them to see the effects of a move. But in practice, some remote employees, especially those who commute from long distances, could experience pay cuts without changing their address. And I guess, part of the reasoning for that would be if they're not paying gas and one employee is not paying for gas, which is working from home, and another employee is paying for gas to drive in, I guess that could be one of the factors. Compensation packages have always been determined by location, and we always pay at the top of the local market based on where an employee works from, a Google spokesperson said, adding that pay will differ from city to city and state to state. So key word there is where an employee works from, not where the company's based. One Google employee who asked not to be identified for fear of retaliation typically commutes to the Seattle office from a nearby county and would likely see their pay cut about 10% by working from home full-time, according to estimates made by the company's work location tool launched in June. Who is this? Reuters. They need me to proofread for them as well. Who was that yesterday? CNBC. The employee was considering remote work, but decided to keep going to the office despite the 2-hour commute. It's as high of a pay cut as I got from my most recent promotion. I didn't do all that hard work to get promoted to then take a pay cut. And yeah. Okay. Screenshots of Google's internal salary calculator seen by Reuters show that an employee living in Stamford, Connecticut, we had an article from Stanford, some kind of Stanford website yesterday, I think. An hour from New York City by train would be paid 15% less if she worked from home, while a colleague from the same office living in New York, would see no cut from working from home. Screenshots showed 5% and 10% differences in the Seattle, Boston, and San Francisco areas. Alrighty. And I was going to say something, but I didn't write it down, so I don't remember what I was going to say. Something about, the proofreading. Yeah, I don't know, it may just be me, but it seems like people are these days trying to get the stories out immediately, and more errors happen. I think. Could just be me. It's also more and more stuff is happening on the internet, so that could be why as well. Oh, let's see. Sid just read the article on the way home. Notes for local cost of living. They want the salary to be the same relative to where you live. That is right. That was all Sid, and she has synopsised it very well. She could do the CNBC key points there. Let's see. I thought this was interesting. PepsiCo and Boston Beer to create alcoholic Mountain Dew drink. How about that? They're teaming up to create hard Mountain Dew, an alcoholic flavored malt beverage. Alright, well, I don't know that it's a flavor if it has alcohol in it. That's not a flavor, is it? Is this me just being too picky? I don't know. I don't know that alcohol is a flavor, is it? Because different alcohols taste differently, right? Drink is expected to hit the shelves by early 2022. Pepsi has been trying to use the heft of the Mountain Dew name for several years to move the soda into new categories. There we go. Because you got your Mike's Hard Lemonade that has alcohol in it, so you know, why not? Now let's see, that's interesting. I had, let's see, my son and I went to go see, what did we go see? Suicide Squad on Sunday, and that was yesterday. No, 2 days ago. Yes, 2 days ago. And it was a very good movie, but it was very hot, and I had left I take one of these to Menards, and that's what I drink. And even more penny pincher than that, I don't buy these because it's more expensive. I buy the 2 liters when they're on sale for $1, and then I fill this the night before I go to work, and then I just take these. But I had some left over, and I left it in the car, and it was extremely heated, but I had it anyway. So it's like if you had hot tea, but it was Diet Coke. And so it definitely changed the taste of it, and it wasn't really that great, but it was interesting. First time I've had hot Diet Coke like that. I've had warm, where it warms up to like room temperature and such, and that is not as good as cold either, but never had the almost boiling kind. Let's see. Hard Mountain Dew will belong to the flavored malt beverage category and will contain 5% alcohol by volume. That's not that much, is it? For a is that that's a long can, right? That's not 16 ounces. Maybe 20. I don't see it on there. But yeah, weigh in if you think that's that was wrong up here. Alcoholic flavored. What does an alcoholic taste like? Okay. Again, it's just bad wording, I think, but phrasing. For Boston Beer, the partnership with Pepsi comes as the company's own product struggle. In its latest quarter, the company's rosy projections for its truly hard seltzer were hit with a reality check, causing the stock to tumble 26% in one day, and the brewer to cut its full year forecast. Alright, Pepsi shares up slightly in trading Tuesday. Yeah, and that's it on that. Right. Check back with the chat. Sid asked if CNBC is hiring for the key points. I don't know. You can check. And you could probably do that remotely, although you'll be paid as though you were working in the Bayou as opposed to New York City or wherever CNBC is located. Flavored alcoholic malt beverage. Yeah. That's a bit lower than most beer. Yes. Yes. Beer's about 6%. Table wine is 10 to 15%. That all from Field Reporter Sydney. And today it seems like almost like co-host, which she is welcome to do at any time. She just has to have the time. Has the time and the webcam. Let's see what we got here. What did I have? Oh, upcoming streams. Ramsey Show Aftershow show. Every weekday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, right after the Ramsey Show YouTube video ends. Tonight, 7:30 p.m. and most Tuesdays, there will be board gaming with Steve and Glenn. And tonight we're finishing up a game. We're doing the second half of, I forget which dice football game. Basically, it's Dungeons and Dragons, but with football. And this one is mostly chart-based, but there is some dice rolling in it as well to figure out some things. But it's mostly depends on which play is called against what, which offensive play is called versus which defensive play. And Bella and I still have no clue. We haven't tried getting those controllers to work yet. Again, so as soon as we can do that, we'll figure out what we're going to do about a next father-daughter video gaming. I am getting Madden 22. Sorry for you people. I know I've been doing a lot of football stuff lately. But if you don't like football, I apologize. But I love it. And I'm getting Madden 22 on the 12th, I think. In 2 days, yeah, on the 12th, I believe, is when I get the early access to it, and so I'll be doing some streams of that, and giving my impressions on that, and going through what franchise stuff is like. There's a lot of different franchise stuff added, a lot of scouting stuff added, that kind of thing. I will also usually start a live stream just for chatting in the early mornings if the Ramsey Show mod has not posted that day's show by 10 a.m. Eastern Time. And that happened, I believe, 5 times in the past 3 weeks. So look on this channel. For if you're subscribed and you click the notification bell, you'll be notified whenever I do a live stream. And you can check to see if it's football or not. Ohio. Fact of the day. Ohio University, which is the Bobcats. That was founded in 1804 at Athens, Ohio, not Greece. It's hard. Give us a break. It's hard for Americans to think of their own city names. So we just take them from the rest of the world. Ohio University, founded in 1804 at Athens. Or you could say in Athens, I guess. Too picky, I know. And is recognized as the first university in Ohio and in the Northwest Territory. I'm assuming that means of the United States. And I wouldn't go so far as to call Ohio North and West, but maybe in 1804, that was probably as north and west as you comfortably wanted to go. Maybe I don't know the settling of the I don't know the settling timeline of the United States. This is here when I would throw it to Sydney if she was doing that. Sid's too red to work for CNBC. You're just doing key points. You're not putting in your. You wouldn't be putting in your opinions on stuff. Come on. So you could, I mean, basically what I mean, I wonder if the author of the article has to do that, if they have to, because a lot of it looks like what it is somebody just copies and pastes like a sentence from the article here, and then picks out another sentence and does that. I believe that's what it looks like sometimes when we've delved further into them. All right, so I believe that is it today, unless the chat, which looks to be about just Sydney today, left. We lost everybody. I know Joy had to go. She said bye. Matty Bags gets a pass because he's almost always on his phone, or I don't know a time he's not been on his phone, and he goes in and out of the chats of all of them. So that's normal behavior from Matty Bags. Again, his channel is Blackstone Rookie. Alrighty. As far as next week, on Saturday, I can begin moving to my new apartment, and it should not affect the Ramsey show, Aftershow show, because I will be working those days anyway. Actually, I think on the 18th. That's Wednesday? Yeah, a week from tomorrow on August the 18th, there is a senior school function for my son that I'm probably going to. And so on that day, perhaps I'll do a pre-show and then premiere it at the normal time, or I will do it later that night. I'll do like the after show whenever I get home, maybe like 8 p.m. or not, or yeah, about 8 p.m. or so. I should be home by then. So I'm gonna decide on which one of those to do for that. And we still got 2 more days until August 12th to get Plague Tale Innocence for free. Highly recommended video game, and that is on the Epic Gaming platform. They are the kids that brought you Fortnite. So you can, if you don't have one already, you can start a free account on there. You don't have to buy anything, and you can just claim that free game from their store, and then you get to keep it forever. And if you like games like Uncharted, Last of Us, and Tomb Raider, you would probably like that game as well. Alright, I believe that's going to be about it. It says not typing in the chat anymore. So I guess that will be it. And this is where I say this, which is at the top of my banner. Banners are created by Christopher Pittman, and you can get in touch with him if you like these. Created this as well, and this YouTube logo, it's in the chat, and he can be reached at designedbypittman@gmail.com, and he can do logos for you, banners, even he can do shirts, hats, that kind of thing as well. So that's how you can get him. And this is where I say make smart financial decisions every day. Guys, have a good night. Wasn't there a movie called Dungeons and Dragons? Yeah, I think there was, Matty Bags. I know there was a TV, like kids like would play it and role play, and they would like go into caves and stuff, and like a couple of them got hurt one time and stuff. So they did a TV movie that was called, I think, Mazes and Monsters or something like that, because they couldn't use the actual name of it. So it was called, I think, Mazes and Monsters, and it like basically sensationalized that you know, I mean, kids can get hurt in a cave whether they go down there to role play Dungeons and Dragons or not, of course. But they wanted to capitalize on that. As far as a theatrical release, I don't know if it was called Dungeons and Dragons or not, because again they would have had to get permission, but it could have been called something like that. I want to say maybe even Tom Hanks was in that TV movie. Maybe. It was a long time ago. All right, so Matty Bags made me start talking more, so blame it on him. All right, once again, make smart financial decisions every day, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching, and subscribe, like, hit the notification bell, all that fun stuff.